Just stop it. You're being a jerk.
Oh, look at my cow.
Do you know I can do a pretty good cow impersonation? You ready?
Go for it. Have at it. Well, that's pretty good.
I know. I can't do human impersonations well, but I can impersonate animals pretty well.
You're not able to approximate a human being.
No. I can barely speak myself as myself. But when it comes to animals.
Human.
No, animals.
Animals.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. How about chat? Chat.
Now everybody just wants to talk conspiracies.
Michael Jackson death conspiracy. I mean, how? I don't get what the conspiracy is. What's the conspiracy?
I don't know.
Piper Knight says, "You guys mooing." Moo. 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 Did Steve lose predictions?
No, it's just a comfortable shirt.
Oh no, it's not even that. I mean, it is comfortable, but it's just in honor of the ongoing. This is my look, man.
You wore that more so for non-news later.
I have
today.
A vested interest.
You're invested in GFW now.
In GFW
not
succeeding.
Financially, obviously. But.
We make some money off the review show. We make some money off that. Sometimes it does good. When it's a green day, it does good.
Right here. This is all the money we need to buy it.
Here's the question, though. Here's the question.
Yeah, Therathabata, we got something special going on for the next couple of weeks for Going in Raw View, but after that, we'll get to it.
Yeah. Here's the question. No, I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Oliva, you guys mentioned app or site to book. The place we had for WrestleMania is VRBO. VRBO.com, I think. Anyway, sorry.
If GFW does go away, which seems ever likely.
Oh, yeah. It has seemed that way for
a long time.
As long as it's been in existence.
Yeah. What will I review on my lonesome? Because I have to replace it with something.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ring of Honor.
Lucha Underground.
No.
Lucha Underground is a good show.
Yeah, I know.
Wish I had more time. I'd watch it every week. Hello, Alex C. Yes, Manuel. I am ready for the start of fantasy football.
Sam enjoyed my my English accent, apparently.
Liam Wagner. Did you see the link I tagged you in on Twitter? To be a little more specific.
Don't know what that was. We get a lot of stuff.
Will we be watching NFL kickoff tonight? I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, is the regular season kicking off tonight?
Yeah, first game's tonight.
Who is it?
It's the Patriots and the Chiefs.
Are Chiefs supposed to be good?
Yeah, Chiefs are good.
They still have Alex Smith at quarterback?
Yes. Chiefs are good, not Patriot level of good. Uh-oh, Dummy Ray's sick.
Oh, no. Dummy Ray called in sick.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, no, he says he's sick, but come on. Yesterday he was complaining about his job. Today he's sick in bed. I can't call. Hey, I can't come in. Can't come in. I'm in bed. You're in bed watching Battlestar Galactica.
That sounds like a good idea.
I know, right? It sounds great.
Hi, Carlos.
Hello, Carlos.
Well, that's a long comment.
How you doing? He's got his thoughts on UK getting a pay-per-view.
Power rank top 5 NFL teams. I mean, as far as what their outlook looks like for this season.
Yeah.
Number 1, New England Patriots.
Yeah.
They're probably going to win the Super Bowl again.
Oh, really? Do they load up again in the offseason? Yeah. I think I kind of heard something about that.
I mean, you got to say the Packers.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the mix with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Mm-hmm. They'll always be in the mix as long as they have a competent defense.
Yeah. Do they this year?
I don't know.
Did they load up at all during the offseason?
I don't know. I've not been paying that close attention to football.
Yeah. Are the Raiders supposed to be good again?
They got a crap defense.
Did they have a crap defense last year?
Yeah.
But they did good last year.
Yeah, they're
didn't
12-4 because their offense was just like perfect, basically.
okay.
And it's going to take another perfect effort on offense. They got beast mode though. They got Marshawn Lynch now.
Does that matter anymore? Is he still good?
I don't know. He hasn't played in a year or two. Thayer Thabata, I am not confident. My draft was not good.
Has anybody signed, what's his face? Moose's friend from Global GFW? D'Angelo Williams. Anybody sign him yet?
I don't think so.
That's got to be kind of weird, right? He's been decent. Like he was.
Oh yeah.
He was
But
good.
he's just getting up there in years. Once you're over 30 as a running back, then the idea is that your time as an effective NFL player
Is it a matter of like he probably wants more than he's worth?
not necessarily. I don't know that specifically, but it's just the general kind of philosophy is that once a running back is on the north side of 30, then they start a precipitous decline
I get
in
that,
productivity.
but if you're the crap team in the league and you want like a good second string running back,
I don't know. Yes, let's go Eagles. I'm an Eagles fan.
are they supposed to be good?
They're young.
Yeah, that's no. Steve, Jeff Jarrett himself comes to you and begs you to take over creative and daily operations. Creative, yes. Daily, no. Can I do it from home? Yes. Otherwise, no.
If your home is in Nashville, then yes. It happens to be the GFW offices.
Right, no. Can I do it from Sacramento? Can I email in creative? You're not deciding. Jeff Jarrett's deciding.
I'm going to stand.
You're just some
I'm going to
slap nuts.
stand in for Jeff Jarrett
Okay,
in
Jeff.
this scenario.
Jeff.
Hey, Slapnut.
Well, you're coming to me, so propose.
Hey, Slapnut.
Hi.
Hi. So I can't handle the day-to-day operations of GFW anymore, nor the creative responsibilities bestowed upon me by Ed Nordholm.
Are you drunk right now?
No. Would you like to take over these responsibilities in exchange for a moderate sum of cash?
Can I stay here at home in Sacramento?
If your home is the GFW offices in Nashville, then yes.
Then I can't do it, Jeff Jarrett. I'm sorry.
I'm a huge fan of your GFW review. You do great work.
I would love to work with that GFW talent in a creative fashion.
Then move to Nashville.
I want to move to Nashville. Then you guys have like bad weather or something.
Music City, USA, Nashville. Do you like country music? I can help you meet your favorite country artists.
I mean, most of my favorite country artists, I think, are dead.
Willie Nelson's not dead.
I like old school country. Is
want-
Waylon Jennings still alive?
I don't believe so.
What about Conway Twitty? Is George Jones still alive?
No, I don't think so.
Give me any of those three on the phone and have them pitch to me.
All right, hold on 1 second. Hello, Steve. Would you like to take the grand tour of the GFW offices in Nashville, Tennessee?
Yes, I would, George Jones. Can I bring my family with me?
Come on in.
Come on in. Step right up. If you'd like to book the Global Federation. Oh, my goodness. Idiocy.
I've never been to Nashville. I don't know anything about the city. Other than it's like the home of country music.
I've never been there either. Sounds like it'd be kind of cool to go there. Go check it out.
Yeah, should be a lot of history.
Yeah. All right, let me bring up these notes. Still nothing. Gmail.
Patrick Oliva, who would be your GFW champion, and why is the correct answer Moose?
Yeah, I would do this.
It would be Moose.
I would make Moose the world champion.
Yeah, good pick.
EC3 would remain Grand Impact champion. They would also be the tag team champions.
Oh, that's great.
Because
give them all the belts.
They're supposed to kind of hate each other. It's been like the one thing that the inconsistency is actually rather entertaining. That they had like a very, very brief feud, I guess, over the belt. EC3 won. They never did a rematch. Moose just seemed totally cool with it. And they've interacted sometimes, seemingly kind of cool with each other. Like Moose and Jim Cornette kind of trolled EC3 a little bit. But there's been no talk of like, hey, where's my rematch or anything. Moose doesn't seem to care that he lost the Grand Impact Championship.
That's weird. Thank you, Blue Monkey G.
But it's been a thing because I love Moose and I love EC3.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of
they
just want to see
should be
them
involved in a year-long program.
I know, but also like solve crimes together. Like that's part of their program. Reluctantly together as crime fighters, but also Moose wants his Grand Impact Championship.
Blue Monkey G saying my arm is looking cut. What do you think, Steve?
It looks the exact same as usual.
Had a good back workout yesterday.
There's zero going on there, man.
There's a lot going on, man.
Oh man.
Had a good chest workout too earlier in the week.
That's good.
On Monday.
That's good.
Doing arms on Friday.
I'm happy for you.
Sunday,
I'm legitimately happy for you. I don't really want to hear about it.
I'm going to start doing 1,000 crunches every week.
Am I a selfish human being for not wanting to hear about it?
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk about it because I think it's funny.
I don't care. No, I don't care. I don't think so. Okay.
I told you earlier, I feel like I've hit a bit of a plateau with the working out, so
I know.
I might need to mix things up.
Probably be a good idea to do that. Going in raw stuff.
Correct, Dommy Ray. Doing rows. You work the back, also work the biceps.
Yeah.
That's why I've had to skip any day at the gym. It's always arm day because you work the arms doing the other multi-joint exercises. Oh, yeah, the fun wrestling theme's not going anywhere.
I know. We have to make all, we're only about a month away from the release of 2K18.
I know.
We need to start really making plans.
Yeah, we need to talk about it.
We got to figure all that
out. On Monday, that's going to be a major conversation we have on Monday. We're going to map out the finale of the ongoing saga.
I pitched TJP versus Rich Swann. Not really, because TJP is kind of like I don't know. I feel like he's not really like Rich Swann's friend, and I really want Moose and EC3. I think they're friends. Nothing. Look at that. Nothing.
Yeah, we're trying to find a news story to do for
find a news
tomorrow, so we can shoot it today.
Dave Meltzer hasn't put out his Wrestling Observer newsletter
There's just no news right now.
All the dirt sheets are waiting for that to happen. And then watch, it's going to be like all MMA.
Oh, probably. We can talk about WWE postponing NXT house shows because of Hurricane Irma. That's got to be frightening.
Oh, I know. That's horrible. Are you kidding me? All right, let's get started.
Yeah.
On that note, let's get started. All right. Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steven Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we're less than 100 subs away.
Really?
We're on the road to 182,000. We've been sitting at 181. Ooh, look at that. We're at 181,911 right now, Larson.
89 away.
Never forget, we are 89 subs away. Somebody suggested on Twitter, breaking news, that we have a sub party.
I saw that.
As opposed to a pizza party.
Didn't for one one of our goals, our sub goals, we reached and on Twitter just posted a picture of thanks for the subs, and it was just a picture of a submarine sandwich.
Could be. Sounds right.
I think that we did that for 100,000.
180. Well, then this perfect time. Perfect symmetry, 100,000, 182,000.
Granted, we've been trying really hard to get to cross 182.
Yeah.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue as like a huge milestone.
You're kind of breaking the joke here, man. That's the whole point of it. It doesn't. But this is a personal thing. You and I have been stuck here.
No, I know.
At 181 and change for, God, how long now?
Months.
A very long time. We need to break that 182.
All right, we'll do this. We'll do the sub thing for 182, and then we get to 200 in 3 years.
Yeah.
Then we'll get sushi.
Oh wow, sushi.
Or
okay.
barbecue. We'll go and get some ribs.
Oh, barbecue sounds better. I want some juicy ribs.
Just thinking about a pricier meal.
Yeah.
We can go to Subway and get a couple of $5 footlongs and celebrate that way.
Well, if it's, the sub party doesn't necessarily mean we have to be Subway.
No, I know, but it's just the nearest sandwich shop.
That's true. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I think there used to be a Quiznos. No, the Quiznos is still there, I think. There's a Quiznos.
I'm not eating Quiznos anymore.
Really?
No.
Wow. Controversy in the sub community. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. I'm very excited, Larson. Today we're going to film. I know I let the patrons down. Last week there was no patron exclusive non-news. I feel bad about that. Might have to do something to make it up. This week I got a fantastic non-news. My notes are done, ready to go. You cannot see them.
I cannot, no.
At the $5 a month mark and up, you get that exclusive show non-news. It's fantastic. We also have about 30, 40 people. How many people? I can't see.
38.
38 people
says watching now, so 37.
And that's
Or
those are all
36.
$5 and up patrons, man. It's awesome.
Yes,
They
you
watch
too
this
can watch the stream
live.
at $5 every month.
That's great. We're also at prowrestlingtees.com/going in raw. We got to start coming up with our new designs. I'm pretty sure we crossed the threshold to release nude designs, Larson.
Nice.
Let's talk about this. We're going to talk about 205 Live and then NXT. I got a little bit choked up.
Really?
At the NXT.
Yeah, I might have a little bit too.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I was also very confused at one portion of NXT. Apparently the chops of Lars Sullivan are so powerful.
They broke the network.
But first we're going to talk about 205 Live because chronologically that happened first.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I might be yawning a little bit.
It's okay. Stop complaining. The first thing that we saw. Hey, what do you think about the open up 205 Live while they changed the ring ropes? We got the little filmed promos from each of the 5 competitors.
I liked it.
In the Fatal 5-Way number 1 contendership match.
Yeah, I liked it.
Me too. I liked it. I like that they're continuing this thread with Enzo. There's, again, another episode heavy on Enzo talking.
Yeah.
Anxiously awaiting the Wrestling Observer newsletter so we can find out what the ratings were. Because I don't really know where else to get that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know if Enzo's moving that needle. If they land
here.
at like number 8 or above, that'd be huge.
That would be pretty massive.
That'd be massive. That'd be great.
They'd be hard pressed not to put the belt on Enzo at some point if he keeps popping the ratings.
Let me ask you something.
What?
Why is Akira Tozawa not part of this Fatal 5-Way?
That's a good question.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I thought the same thing.
Neville picked the belt back up, and then they did have their rematch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, it's still Akira Tozawa.
I know. He had a really good match on 205 Live.
No, I know. He had a really good match, and I would really love if him and Drew Gulak got paired up for an actual feud. I think that'd be fantastic.
I know.
That'd be great.
I thought Drew was going to be matched up with Grand Metalik because they were always scoring off in those tag matches. And it seems like a natural feud.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be fine with Gulak and Tozawa.
No Titus O'Neil either. They've dropped
I know.
the Titus Worldwide thing. It was all a buzz. Now
It was going in a really good direction.
Yeah, it was fun. The actual show kicked off after those filmed promos with TJP versus Arya Daivari.
It was pretty great.
This is sort of continuing the thread from last week when
yeah.
TJP was faking that injury. And
this is pretty great when after both TJP and Daivari are in the ring, Rich Swann's music hits. He comes out carrying a box of popcorn, and he sets up a folding chair on top of the announce table.
Now populated by Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness.
Yes.
It's so weird. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think I had never seen a Nigel McGuinness match prior to yesterday. I was watching 205 Live, and I said, okay, Nigel McGuinness versus on the Google search. And there was a match with him and Kenta, who, of course, is now Hideo Itami. So I looked it up, and he's got like sort of a buzz cut, but with like frosted tips.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's, I don't know, it looks like a young Punk, basically. Not CM Punk, just a young Punk. And it's so funny because he looks like an uglier Daniel Craig in my eyes. Can you see that at all? I kind of see that. Like in his mouth a little bit. He looks kind of like Daniel Craig.
I don't really see the Daniel Craig comparison. But
really?
Carry
on. I see it. So it was just weird. I've only ever known him as dapper commentary Nigel McGuinness. And so I loaded up this video, and it was just bizarre watching him mill about in the ring. I didn't actually watch the match. I just loaded up to see what he looked like, when he was wrestling.
So you still have never seen a Nigel McGuinness match?
To this day, you're right. To this day, I've never actually seen a Nigel McGuinness match. But he looked funny. Anyways, so he's on commentary. I love Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah,
he's great.
Rich Swann, as I was saying.
Yeah, he sat on top of the announce table.
Sat up his chair on top of the announce table with some popcorn.
Yeah.
Watched the match.
Yeah.
Fun match. Daivari ends up missing a frog splash. TJP takes advantage, hits a detonation kick for the win.
And Nigel McGuinness was saying, TJP is gutting out this through his injury. And Vic Joseph was like, he seems fine to me. Nigel. That's pretty great. TJP goes over with the detonation kick. Next up, and then Rich Swann gets in the ring and says, you and me next week.
Rubber match.
Yeah, rubber match. And then he does his invisible car thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Drew Gulak backstage. He was roaming around the hallways.
Handing out pamphlets.
Once again, he's on the campaign trail trying to make for a better 205 Live.
He comes out to the ring, drops a promo with accompanying PowerPoint presentation.
A 277 slide PowerPoint presentation. It was fantastic. I love Drew Gulak.
Yeah, I do too. He's so comfortable in that character.
He's really comfortable, exactly. And when the crowd started booing him, he said, "All right, I believe in freedom of expression, so I'm okay with that." It was perfect. It was totally perfect. Anyways, he has his PowerPoint presentation, which I'm a huge fan of. I love PowerPoint presentations.
He's only getting started too. We got what 2-3 slides in.
And then we got 2 slides in, 275 left, and
then Akira Tozawa's music hit.
Boo! That was my heel turn for Akira Tozawa.
Oh, really?
At that point, I was booing him because I wanted to see more of. Because his first slide was no diving or no jumping from the top rope.
The second slide was no jumping off the middle rope. And I'm assuming the third slide was
no
jumping off the bottom rope. Yeah,
exactly. It was great.
This was actually a really good match. A lot of really good back and forth. There were some rough spots. That spot where Drew Gulak kind of like threw Tozawa off the apron.
Oh, yeah.
Onto the floor.
Yeah, that was right.
And there was a really stiff kick that Tozawa did to Drew's head.
Yeah.
Really good match.
Yeah.
In the end, Tozawa went over with a top rope senton. These guys, should be in the program because based on this match alone, they do good things together.
Yeah, sure.
Really good things.
Yeah. Next up, we had an Enzo Amore interview backstage where he was doing his regular Enzo Amore thing. I don't know. Neville shows up, so I started cheering that.
You popped.
And then he basically just called Enzo Amore ridiculous. You look ridiculous. You are ridiculous. Said some other stuff. I don't know. Anyways, basically poo-pooed. So Enzo Amore versus Neville. We'll talk about it after the show. Oh, next up was the main event.
Yeah.
They gave this a lot of time. Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander versus Brian Kendrick versus Grand Metalik versus Enzo Amore.
This was fantastic.
Very quickly, this was really good. Very quickly out of the gate, the other 4 non-Enzo competitors turned on Enzo and started to give him the "we're about to mess you up" look. And
so he rolls out of the ring.
Confused, he was like, and understanding that he was in danger, he rolls out of the ring, gets out of there. The other competitors start taking it to each other. There was one great sequence. I mean, there was a lot of great sequences. There was one great sequence where Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik had sort of dispatched of Kendrick and Nese, and they shook hands, and then they went at it.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun to watch because those two guys are super athletic. They have great chemistry together as a tag team, but then also against each other. It was a lot of fun.
And everybody got a chance to shine in this match. Everybody got a moment to show what they got. I mean, in the end, Cedric was the star of the match.
Yeah, he was, totally.
Because he eliminated everybody, save for Enzo.
It was just lumbar checks left and right.
It was great.
And then Enzo rolls up Cedric Alexander with a handful of tights. Cedric is beside himself.
Yeah, because he had just eliminated Brian Kendrick with the lumbar check.
Yeah. And then Enzo rolls in after doing essentially nothing.
Yeah.
So Enzo goes on to fight Neville at No Mercy. No Mercy.
And I wonder how Cedric's going to be involved in the title picture going forward.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it obviously sets him up for something. So there's 2 things going on here. There's a couple story ways they can go that I see with Enzo. They can go one of 2 ways, and I want to ask you which one you prefer. Is this going to be the story of... Because I firmly believe that Enzo's winning at No Mercy. And it's either going to be...
Well, if he's not going to win No Mercy, he's going to win his chance after that.
Okay. It's either going to be Neville... See, this is why I think it's going to be at No Mercy. Because it's either going to be Neville completely and absolutely underestimating Enzo...
Getting caught by surprise.
And getting caught by surprise with, a dirty trick.
Yeah.
Or... It's going to be the other scenario. I think would have been. I thought of them last night, and I forget what they are. The other scenario I think would be Enzo getting. Oh, I guess that wouldn't include him winning. Enzo getting squashed, and then having to work his way up. I honestly think it's going to be Enzo catching Neville by surprise, because then we get Neville chasing the belt.
There is another option. The option of Neville trying or beating Enzo at his own game and cheating to win before Enzo has a chance to do so.
Yeah.
And that's another option.
Yeah, that could be.
Because we've seen Neville do that before.
Are we looking at some sort of heel turn by Cedric Alexander?
Potentially.
He was absolutely beside himself.
He was.
Furious. And there's no way, I don't think, they can have him be anti-Enzo Amore and still be a face. I think, look, you and I could write that, but I don't think WWE is going to write that.
Well, if anybody's going to be able to do it competently at WWE, I would have the most faith in probably the 205 Live.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think, granted, it would require some ambiguity somewhat, but Cedric could just... It could be a heel with good point thing again, where Cedric says, I mean, like, honestly, Enzo, you are not the wrestler anybody else is here.
Yeah.
And that's not talking trash. That's the truth. You have to cheat to win. That's the only way you're winning. That's not being insulting. That's just telling the truth.
Yeah.
They can go that route. He'll get him some heat from people who are Enzo fans, but people who are getting a little tired of Enzo, they'll pop for that. That's the route they could go.
People can respond to that. I like Enzo last night during his interview. He said something along the lines of, I didn't tour the indie scenes for 15 years, but here we are. We're all at the same place. Here we are. We're all in the same spot. And that's his response to anybody saying, you don't belong here. Well, I am here.
Yeah.
We're both here in the same spot. And now he's number one contender. He's about to take on Neville in a couple weeks for that Cruiserweight Championship. And so far, Enzo's done nothing but win. And, by dirty tricks, but he's still winning.
A win is a win.
So, I mean, that's the route they can take with that. I'm really interested. I really hope that maybe – I don't necessarily – see, I don't want to see like a heel loser Cedric Alexander who can't get over Enzo's cheating and he's just sort of bitter.
Yeah, I don't want a bitter Cedric, no.
I don't want that.
It would have to rely on Cedric saying, all right, let's even playing field.
Yeah.
You can't hang with me in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
That's what it has to be. It can't be out of bitterness. It has to be in the spirit of competition.
Related to this, good question here in chat from Thera Thabata. Do you guys think Enzo is actively trying to get better in the ring? I don't know how much time he has. Look, I mean, I don't think he's. I don't know if he would be content with where he's at. I don't know. I have no idea what kind of person Enzo Amore is. If I would think he would have to understand that there's kind of a limit to this type of storyline. At some point, he's going to have to hang with people. But he also might strike me as a kind of guy who just thinks, you know what? It's all entertainment. I'm here. I got the gift of gab, and I can I can fake a punch, and
I can sell really well.
Yeah. So his thing might very well be, and it's not. I kind of see this point if this is his thing. They know what I'm capable of. I'm never going to be Cedric Alexander. Why am I going to try? It's not my problem. It's creative's problem to come up with that. My justification for being here still a year from now or whatever. So I would say probably not. I mean, he probably looks at some of the things that, like, for example, Grand Metalik does and says, why would I can't do that. Why am I going to start? Why am I going to try to fake that?
No.
So I really don't know. But I'm willing to go along with it. I'm curious here's what I like. Here's what I like about this whole thing is that Enzo is an absolute trigger, is a ticking time bomb, if you will, of a trigger for Neville.
Oh yeah.
Because when Enzo, this guy that Neville looks down upon so much as just a cretin. When Enzo takes that title, and he's going to, I think it's going to give us some really, really, and maybe that's why, dude. Do you think that could be why they didn't pull the trigger on Akira's title run?
Oh, it could be.
It's because they were like, hey, we're moving Enzo over there, so it makes more sense to have him take the title off you.
Yeah.
And
I thought that too.
And we get the added bonus of the stories that could come from Neville, because it's one thing for Akira, but Akira's a hell of a competitor, and Neville can't really. Neville can say, "Hey, I'm the best."
Yeah,
but he can't say that Akira's a crap wrestler.
Yeah,
I mean, it's much more fascinating to see how Neville reacts to Enzo, some guy who is completely unqualified to have this title.
Yes,
take the title. From
him. No. And if he thought Neville was beside himself losing to Tozawa,
he's
going to be an absolute mess if he loses to
and that's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I know.
That's going to be a blast. So how about NXT? We had a pretty big NXT. One of the most effective final moments here. Probably the most effective send-off I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty good
for NXT, and for a very special reason. But it kicked off with Tranquilo
Andrade Cien Almas versus Cesar Bononi.
Cesar Bononi.
Zelina Vega joined the commentary team for this match and delved a bit into their backstory. I think she said they met 7 years ago while they were both in Mexico.
Yeah.
And that she found Almas again to help him, go on the correct path in terms of being a successful NXT superstar and not partying all the time.
Yeah.
And we saw that play out during this match. Of course, Benoni beat Almas in their previous encounter.
Yeah.
Almas had the upper hand for virtually this entire match, eventually won with a hammerlock DDT.
Yeah. I love Andrade Almas.
Yeah, he's great.
I get the feeling. I get the feeling that this storyline of his is going to be his last storyline in NXT.
Feels that way.
And that he's going to be heading up to Maine probably
after Mania.
I would say after Survivor Series. What more can they really do between now and Survivor Series? Unless they actually had him in they carry out this storyline against lesser opponents. He has a relatively big opponent. Who did he fight at? Did he fight Alistair? No. Who did he fight at
Gargano.
Gargano. So he needs a bigger opponent than that. But still, that's a Survivor Series.
Yeah.
What more can they really do with him? I love Almas. I kind of worry about him on Maine.
Yeah, I do, and that's why I'm hoping that he sticks around NXT for a little while to
I agree.
develop
I
his
hope he
character,
does.
his brand, get some good wins under his belt.
Yeah.
And not just be brought up to Maine to kind of fill out the roster, but that's my worry.
I think he's fantastic, though.
Yeah, me too. Next, William Regal dropped a promo saying, "Hey, Redragon, Adam Cole,
Baby,
we do our fighting in the ring here in NXT. Stop with all the hijinks."
Yeah, enough of that. We're not doing that here. Here in NXT, we're about fighting in the ring, not running away from me
in the car park.
In the car park. In the car park, yeah, exactly. In the car park. And then Adam Cole Baby tweeted back at him. He said,
"Yeah, sure thing, boss.
Sure thing, boss."
Thumbs up emoji.
So we'll see where that happens.
Next, one of the interviewers.
What's her name?
I can't remember her name.
Forget her name.
She was out front of Asuka's locker room.
Yeah. When
she was approached by the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah. And he sort of mumbled that he
said he wasn't going to talk for a while, but he saw somebody, I think at TakeOver, he said, and then he'll be speaking again soon.
That fascinated the Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man is Aleister Black.
Yeah.
And there's some very, very cool stuff about to happen that I heard about.
I know.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how that plays on TV.
Patrick Clark's really doing a good job of finding this character.
This
Because this interview, I was like, man, this is good.
Oh, it's great.
He's embodying this character fully.
This and the Performance Center segment where Ruby Riott talks to Regal. Yeah. The sound was way down.
Oh, I know.
The sound, especially the Performance Center one with Ruby Riott.
I could hardly hear.
I could not. I had to walk up to the TV because I don't have my remote control. I don't know where it is. I turned up the volume.
It sounded like the ring announcer you can only hear it through the house mics, not her mic, during the actual show.
Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
At least for a couple matches.
No, that could be, yeah. That's annoying. Anyways, it's all developmental people.
Next, we got a little bit of the match between Lars Sullivan and his three opponents, Jake James, Alfred Watkins, and Ricky Martinez.
I loved this. I loved that they were going to do this as like a traditional handicap tag match type thing, where it's one guy against one guy, and then you can tag out. And he says, "No, Tornado, I want all three of you right now."
Yeah.
Which I was tickled to death about. And, of course, he starts off strong, double clothesline.
And there's a weird glitch, and then we cut to a Sanity promo.
Yeah, it was on a chop of his. It was like bang, and then it was like digital glitch, and then we cut to a Sanity promo.
Well, actually, no, it was a recap of what happened last week in the parking lot, and then it was their promo.
Right.
Looked like they were still laying in the parking lot and recording on an iPhone or something. And Eric Young was holding it, talking, and then it kind of
and somebody was like flashing a light into it or something.
Yeah. And then it goes to Alexander Wolf and they say they revel in chaos.
He starts laughing, and he goes, cuts out. That was great.
It was fantastic.
That was fantastic.
Next, Sonya Deville took on Zeta. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was in the Mae Young Classic.
Oh yeah. Zeta.
I think it's Zeta.
Zeta.
Sonya Deville is like she carries herself well. I feel like just the punching stuff is too much. It's a little too on the nose.
Yeah, you mean like when she's hyping herself up, or her actual punching?
No, her actual punching is fine, and she's a pretty decent athlete. And she moves really quick in the ring
and does this stuff.
Yeah, when she's just
You're not
doing
into
this stuff.
That, huh?
No,
I'd be sad if she
It
stopped
seems
doing
like
it, though.
it seems like a vestige of her previous incarnation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like she just come in the ring and just like carry herself like she's super tough.
Yeah.
But then she looks at the camera and starts doing this stuff.
That's that stuff kind of goes with her music, though. I'm kind of used to her doing that by now. I'd be kind of bummed out if they stopped
think it's
doing
a bit
it.
much.
It's kind of like when Emma did this stuff, and then whatever she did. I got you. It's so bad. It's so stupid. It's like, why are you showing us your butt? Like, it just didn't make any sense. But I got used to it, and I was sad to see it go.
Okay.
So, but no, I agree with you.
It's like after the match, after she wins, she's like posing in the ring and talking trash to the crowd a little bit, and then she starts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's bad.
That's too much. Just don't do that.
Dial it down a bit.
Just focus on the trash talk.
Is she worried that Shayna Baszler's coming in? Because they're like the same thing,
kind of.
But Shayna Baszler is actually like, I think Sonya Deville's done stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Shayna Baszler is like a 15-11 MMA record. I thought I read somewhere.
Oh wow.
I didn't know she fought that much.
I think Sonya only has like 3. She's like 3-0.
Maybe.
She like has some wins, but like not. I don't think she has a lot. What was her name? What was her name before she was Sonya Deville?
Daria Baronato.
Daria Baronato. Yeah, that's right. Was that a real name?
Maybe.
A fake name. I
don't know.
Anyway, so less punching, says Larson.
Yeah, 15-11 for Shayna Baszler.
Wow, good for her. Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of losses.
Ended on a lot of losses there. So she could have been 15-7.
Yeah,
but then she lost a lot.
Still a winning record though.
It's a good record.
Yeah,
good time to get out.
Zeta, thank you, Matthew Williams Esquire.
All right. Next up, we had. Oh, this was good, man. So here's the thing. This is what I like, and this is what I'm looking forward to. This is what I think we all have to look forward to within 10 years.
When Triple H takes over.
When Triple H takes over.
These little kind of fly on the wall videos.
Yes,
it's good. I know.
I love these. I love these to death.
And I love they don't draw attention to the fact that you're on a frame, and then it took me like maybe a second or two to realize, oh, that's Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan working out as a tag team in the ring.
No.
It's like, oh, that's cool. They don't make a huge announcement about it.
No, they don't talk about it at all.
It's the old film adage, show, don't tell.
And Regal is like into it.
Watching him work as a tag team.
Regal's enthusiasm, watching them as a tag team, and nothing is announced. You're absolutely right. That was fantastic. And
great.
It's just background, so we're getting storytelling in the background.
Yep.
Imagine that.
I know.
There's no cheesy backstage segment where the camera's here and they walk into frame
and they have some awkward conversation about how they're going to be a tag team. No, they're just a tag team now.
They're just a tag team.
And you don't need to hear them talk about it because you know exactly why it happened, because of their matches. Yes, they shook hands at the end of the last one.
In the ring.
Yes. Storytelling that takes place all in the ring. What an idea.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Why do they insist on cheesy backstage segments on the main roster? They're so hokey.
That's what Vince likes, I guess. Anyways, so Regal's enjoying the workout session.
Tickled. He looks giddy.
Yeah. Up walks Ruby Riott. And she says,
"Look at these two men. They're both magnificently bold and just real tough. Oh, hello, Ruby Riott. How can I help you?" This is what I'm assuming they're saying because I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, no. And she says, "I want a handicap match against Peyton Royce and Billie Kay."
Yeah.
And Regal says, "No, I can't do that
for you.
I'm
afraid I can't do that for you.
But you can have a tag match next week.
Find a partner.
And a partner of your choosing against the iconic duo."
You will find a partner. So who's your partner going to be?
Maybe someone from the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, I was thinking this. I hope so. That'd be cool. Give me Toni Storm.
That'd be neat.
I love Toni Storm.
Yeah, she's real good.
She's good, man. I think that'd be fun.
I mean, it's already been shot, so we can look up and see who her partner is right now if we wanted to. Maybe we'll after we're done shooting.
I thought somebody told me on Twitter that they were actually going to do the handicap match.
Oh, maybe that's what it ends up being.
Nobody wants to. They're like, no, people say you smell. So nobody wants to work with you. You fart too much. I don't know. Anyways, next up we had the no DQ match between Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami.
Another good match.
This is a fantastic match. Let me ask you something. Is there any chances of Hideo Itami's last match in NXT?
No.
What more could they possibly do with him? What are they going to do with him?
He needs to get his respect first.
I feel like he just needs to go to main roster. There's nothing left for him.
Oh, I agree.
You know, kind of felt like a send-off match.
A little bit. No, I wouldn't be surprised if they had another match after this.
Yeah.
Like steel cage something.
After a no DQ, they're going to keep this up? It was a
really good match, but I think because Ono did the low blow before the elbow to win, they can use that as justification for another match. Because now, in that sense, they're even. They both have, one crotch shot in the other.
That's a good point. Brings up a good point about no DQ matches, though. Why aren't all no DQ matches?
It should be one move, 2 moves.
It should be whoever can hit the other guy in the balls first.
Yeah.
Whoever can get that blow in.
And if you know that's a no DQ match, and B, part of the thing established between the two of you, why not wear a cup?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
A taint protector of some sort.
Well, cup, yeah.
Yeah.
That goes from here back behind.
Yeah.
It covers the whole front area.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Does it cover butthole?
No, it doesn't go that far.
That'd be a little odd. Butthole's kind of buried there.
You've never worn a cup before, have you?
Yeah, honestly, that way? I don't think I have.
Okay.
I've never needed to.
Yeah.
You don't use one when you're playing basketball.
No, but when you're playing baseball, you're supposed. Well, if you play infield or catcher or pitcher, you're supposed to wear one.
Wait, maybe I did wear one because I played baseball back in England. Maybe I did, but I don't really remember what it was all about. Keeps your dingus.
Keeps your man part safe.
Yeah.
From a direct shot.
Right.
But that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Is wear a cup.
Yeah. You got to strategize.
Yeah.
Where is this guy going to hit me that he couldn't in a normal match?
Probably in my front area. I should protect it.
If only they made some device to protect my front area. Let me Google this.
Front
area
protection. Oh, there's a cup.
What is this? A C-up? No, cup. Oh, interesting.
It's an apparatus made of plastic that I can put over my front area. They'll protect it from a direct strike.
Yeah.
I shall investigate further.
Maybe you can put a spike at the bottom of it so that if he tries it, he'll impale himself on my C-up.
But you can also put yourself in as much danger as your opponent, because say you just like move wrong and your leg crosses under said spike.
They're like, what's wrong with you? And just blood starts pouring out from because I think there's like a vital vein down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. No, that was a good match. They used chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah, like you said, Cassius Ohno, low blow, elbow, done.
Yep.
Good match.
Picked up the win. Fun match.
So the evening's festivities concluded with Asuka coming down, all smiles. Didn't address the injury at all. They just said, I mean, that's smart. I like that.
Well, it makes it seem like the reason she's giving up the belt has nothing to do with injury.
Yeah.
Which is, smart.
So she is, Regal was out there. He says, Asuka, there's nothing left for her to do here. She needs to move on and upwards. We are in negotiations with Raw and SmackDown, which essentially means we're waiting to hear from Vince, like when her Raw debut is going to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's negotiating with Raw and SmackDown, and so Asuka will be giving up the NXT Women's Championship. And then, the women's division comes out, followed by Johnny Gargano.
Like, pretty much everybody comes out.
And then everybody else comes out. I was just like, why is it the entire women's division and Gargano? And then the others start trickling out, so everybody else does.
And Asuka says,
she cuts a promo.
Yeah.
Saying, I am NXT, you're NXT, NXT's great.
I've been here for almost 2 years, and I've grown a lot.
Yeah.
And NXT will always be a part of me.
Yeah. I was getting choked up, man.
I was, too. She was seemingly just, really enjoying the moment.
I know.
Until Ember Moon came out.
Yeah.
And then Ember Moon faked the handshake, went for the hug, and that's when it seemed like Asuka was getting emotional.
Yeah.
Like, seriously emotional.
It was really well done. And it's not like, it's not like when it was Shinsuke or Finn or whatever. Like, Joe didn't have one of those because he's a bad guy.
Yeah, neither did Bobby Roode.
Yeah, Shinsuke and Finn had that. But they had lost. This was like a bigger moment than that because she never lost.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So I was like, I was choking a little bit. I don't think any actual tears came down, but I was like, oh.
And then finally Triple H came out with
old, leathery, grizzled. He's so grizzly these days.
With a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
And he gives her the flowers. Mm-hmm. At first, takes the woman's title off her shoulder.
I thought he was going to pedigree her. They go.
He raises her hand and then puts the belt back in her hand.
Yeah.
Realizing that's actually a better image, a better photograph.
Than him going like this.
I know. With the belt.
With his weird arms out.
So they pose. He gives her a hug. and that's how the episode concludes.
Yeah. Kind of interesting. Let me ask some. I thought it was very sweet, but Ember coming down there and doing the fake handshake and then the hug thing.
Yeah.
Somebody here in chat, who's saying this? Milk Queen says Ember and Asuka go back long before.
Yeah, they wrestled in
Shimmer.
Shimmer, yeah.
Okay. And that's great. That's fantastic. But it did, to me, it kind of reminded me or put a microscope under the fact that Asuka never really had that one big rival, you know?
No, Ember Moon is probably
it would have been Ember
Moon or maybe Bailey.
Yeah, I was thinking Bailey too. Like Asuka sort of dispatched of Bailey, but she never really had, and that's kind of, one knock on the women's division is that they never really had in those 2 years. Nobody really was developed well enough to be a strong enough competitor.
Maybe that was purposeful, though. Maybe they wanted to establish it as that Asuka was so above and beyond anybody else in that division.
Yeah, I don't know. I would. The only reason why I doubt that is because rivalries are money.
No, I agree.
And it's worked out. I mean, to your point, it's worked out.
And I think, granted, Ember Moon, we could debate how they've handled her character out of the ring. In the ring, it's been marvelous.
No, absolutely.
And the two matches that Ember Moon and Asuka have both been really good in terms of performance, storytelling, advancing character.
Yeah,
great stuff,
dude. If it wasn't for the injury, I think we probably would have gotten something a lot more substantial.
Yeah.
That being said, it did sort of echo. It's like, man, but it's not entirely WWE's fault.
No.
Try to find good people.
Triple H. I had the thought in my mind. Triple H said in some interview that Asuka is the one performer NXT couldn't afford to lose.
Yeah.
So when he came out and he had like an absolute poker face on.
Oh, totally.
He was betraying no sense of emotion either anyway. But it felt like to me since I heard him say that he was like just trying to fight back to some sort of resentment towards Vince.
Yeah,
for losing Asuka.
Man, at some point, that you would think that would have to be a thing. I think that Triple H is, I would imagine, at least publicly, he seems. I think number one, he's obviously a very smart guy, but understanding that his time will come.
Yeah.
But also, like, man, I bet he really wants that time to be sooner than later.
Yeah,
because there's so many good things that it's obvious he's doing in NXT that could translate to main so well and really advance the product.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, echoing Sasha's comments on the Sam Roberts show, dude, we always talk about the WWE product on this show as, we comment on the hand we're dealt. It's kind of silly to say, well, it should be this or it should be that. I mean, to a certain degree, you can say, well, man, we can mark out over the fact that they showed the Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan as a tag match as a great little example of a great tool of storytelling.
Yeah.
But I could imagine, it is frustrating though, like to watch a product, to get invested in a product that obviously the long-term planning changes.
Non-existent,
it is non-existent basically. It's so fluid that it's basically non-existent. So it'll be very, very interesting when all is said and done, when Vince finally does step aside, if the WWE product will in fact look a lot more like NXT does now, and how things are done. And I'm really curious to know, if things like that Ruby Riott, Oney Lorcan, Danny Burch bit, who conceived of that? Who thought?
Oh, I know.
Hey, you know what? A great little bit of storytelling. It'd be a great way to.
Well, it's an extension of the iPhone videos. Because usually the iPhone videos, there's something going on in the foreground, something happening in the background.
Right,
that will
exactly.
Change the direction of that video.
I wonder who conceived of that idea of storytelling.
Oh, I don't know.
That to me is a fascinating
Someone
question.
in NXT Creative watched TNA at one point and liked the fly on the wall videos.
That could be.
And just decided to adapt
those are one of the strongest things about TNA.
I know. Let's answer some questions.
All right, sounds good.
First, from Nemo, you have the task Sign 9 women from the Mae Young Classic. 3 go to Raw, 3 go to SmackDown, and 3 to NXT. Good luck. Kairi Sane, send her to Raw. Asuka, Kairi Sane feud would be great.
That'd be good.
So that's 1. Toni Storm, sign her. She goes to SmackDown.
She goes to SmackDown for sure.
3, Candice LeRae.
Yes. I like her.
NXT, so she can spend maximum time with her husband, Johnny Gargano.
Oh, that's very nice.
4, Shayna Baszler.
Raw.
SmackDown. Because Asuka's going to be the butt kicker on Raw.
Yeah, okay.
SmackDown needs a butt kicker too.
That's fine. That's good. Boy, you're looking at some really. You're gonna need a mid belt. You need a third hour in SmackDown and a mid belt.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's 4. We need more.
Where
do you watch the Jazzy Gabert match yet?
Oh no, but I seen her. She's great.
Sorry.
She just has a great look. I don't care how she wrestles.
Bianca Belair is really good. She's young.
Oh, she's gonna be big.
Yeah, she's young and she's
got that
just
hair
starting
whip
out,
thing.
but she's
yeah,
really good.
she's rad.
Let me start from the top here. Abby Lath. She had a really good first round match.
I like Mia Yim.
Yeah,
she's good.
She's got a ton
her
of
on
experience
SmackDown.
Too. Yeah,
her and Shelton Benjamin seem to be very friendly on social media.
Santana Garrett is really experienced, and she had a really good match. Send her to NXT. I know she's wrestling NXT some. Tessa Blanchard, NXT. There's your 3 NXT.
I like Rachel Evers.
Yeah,
they should bring in that Christy James girl. They can have another non-match. that match is Wrestle Circus's version of non-news.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I like Dakota Kai.
Oh, Piper Niven.
Yeah, I like her too.
She was good.
There you go. Send 1 to Raw, 1 to SmackDown, and 1 in NXT. Oh, here's a good question. Good question right here. Manuel Garcia de Paredes. Power rank reasons to vacate titles.
Dominance 1.
Number 1, dominance. Number 2, injury. Number 3, lost to smile.
Yeah, that's good too. I was gonna say apathy, but that's kind of the same thing. Yeah. Number 4, got a better job somewhere else.
Greener pastures.
Greener pastures. Okay. Yeah. 5, vacation.
So you're gonna vacate it due to vacation.
Yes, I have a 3-week trip to Europe planned. Can't defend the title. The true
a 3-week vacation.
I'm backpacking across Europe. Don't know I'll be back. Vacating the title.
Vacating the title. Probably back in 3 weeks. I'll win it back.
But it's an open-ended ticket, so I don't know when I'm going to be back.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The true Intercontinental Breakfast Champion. That Asuka send-off was classic and the best one to date. Power rank. The rest, 2 through 5. Best NXT send-offs.
I can't remember any difference between Finn's and Shinsuke's had Finn.
He was there, but Shinsuke wrestled Finn in Finn's send-off, I think. That was Finn's last match at NXT.
Oh, was it? Okay,
yeah.
okay. So then Finn showed up. So they're tied for 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, number 5, Bobby Roode.
The non-existent one.
He lost, and then you never got... There wasn't even another shot. They didn't even do a long shot where he was a little bit in the corner.
No. Nothing.
It was all close-ups on Roderick, over to Drew, track outside with Regal and Redragon. So that's number 5 is Bobby Roode, because that was so...
No, number 4 is Bobby Roode.
That was so silly.
It was a non-existent send-off.
Okay, and then number 5.
Because Joe didn't have one, as I remember.
Didn't Bailey have a good send-off? Did they do a send-off with
Yeah,
Bailey?
probably. We'll say Bailey 5.
Okay. With Triple H coming out with flowers or something. Here's the thing. Sexism. I want to see Triple H come out with flowers for Samoa Joe's send-off.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Some man send-off.
I like flowers.
I want an Authors of Pain send-off where
with
Triple
flowers.
H comes out with 2 bouquets of flowers and says, "Here you go," and he whispers to with a smile on his face, and they're crying, and he kisses their foreheads.
Yeah.
And then he pedigrees them.
Jack Dolan, Team Steve versus Team Larson Survivor Series match. Which wrestlers do you choose to be on your team, past and present?
Oh.
All-time Survivor Series matches, 5 on 5.
All right.
Who gets first pick?
You do.
Brock Lesnar.
Braun Strowman.
Man, if it's all time, anywhere, ever.
Yeah.
Okada.
Fine, I'll counter with Ricky Dozen.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Anybody you got, I got to counter for them.
Frank Gotch.
Bruno Sammartino.
Lou Thez.
Mecha Santa.
It's not a real wrestler.
Yeah, it is. It said
Not.
anytime, anywhere.
No, it says past or present, not in the virtual realm.
Wait, who'd you choose?
Luthez.
Ric Flair.
So I have Luthez, Frank Gotch, Okada, and Brock Lesnar.
I've got Braun Strowman, Bruno Sammartino, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Who else did I choose?
That's you guys remember that, not me.
Ricky Dozen.
Yeah.
And I'll take you picked up Gotch, right?
Yeah.
Hackenschmidt.
Scott Steiner.
So you lose now. Now you lose.
I mean, look at that.
He's got the largest arms in the world.
I just saw Scott Steiner there, so that's why I went with him. All right.
Falling Bray Wyatt.
There you go.
It's a good one.
Tommy T. Is Enzo the best thing to happen to 205 Live? I know credit should go to Good Wrestling, but I believe because of his promo, the crowd was into the match from the start, so Cedric and others didn't have to spend time winning over the crowd. The crowd was just into the match right away. You could make that case.
Dude, it's hard. It's not only can you make that case, it's hard to argue against that case. He's a pick-me-up for the crowd. He's a total pick-me-up for the crowd.
Yeah, it could be.
Telling you, man. And
I can understand why the move was made and not like it.
the proof is going to be in the pudding.
Yeah.
Because we're waiting for this newsletter to drop, and Meltzer has ratings. I don't know where he gets them from. I'm sure they're available elsewhere.
Maybe just do a Google search. King of Hostile, Joshua the Dynamic Knight Martinez. Hey, friendo, so do you think Cedric will get out in the title picture after Enzo, after that main event? No doubt they see him as a big star despite the ending.
Yeah, that was something that you can definitely take away from that.
Yeah.
Is that they really... This is going to be, I think, a Cedric Enzo thing.
Yes.
Because he was just clearing out everybody.
Yeah, he
so
was.
it's like obvious that Cedric is their man now.
Yeah.
And then Enzo is whatever.
I kind of wonder if we have 2 weeks till No Mercy? Mm-hmm. In the meantime, we're going to get a little mini Enzo-Cedric feud leading up to No Mercy.
I wonder. The Nightcrawler. What is the Hart family's legacy? What is Brett, Owen, British Bulldog,
Stu,
all
Natalia, all the other Hart brothers,
Dynamite Kid? That's not a good legacy that guy has.
But he wasn't a Hart.
Well, Bulldog was kind of Hartish.
He was married to one.
Pillman.
He wasn't a Hart either. He wasn't married to one.
He was the Foundation.
But he wasn't married. This is the family.
They're buddies.
What's
their legacy?
I mean, they're one of the most well-regarded, well-respected.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like, I don't know.
Wrestling families in the history of the business.
Their legacy is intact.
Yeah, there you go.
It's kind of. Let me ask you something. Whose legacy is filled with more tragedy, theirs or the Von Erichs? Because they're kind of parallel a little bit. You know,
I mean,
lots of success.
Yeah.
Lots of tragedy.
Yeah.
That's legacy right there, man. Learn from mistakes. I don't know, man.
Lachlan R. If you could send one cruiserweight from WCW to the future to appear on 205 Live, who would it be? That's a good question.
Are you kidding me? There's not even a question here. Rey Mysterio from 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me? That'd be fantastic.
Double T. Hey, friendo. So Neville is by far one of the best things going in WWE right now for me. And personally, I wish his current reign with the Cruiserweight title was with the WWE title instead. My question is, do you think he will ever capture the Heavyweight Championship?
No, I do not.
Probably not, but I kind of wish he had the opportunity to.
That'd be great.
That's all I want is just for...
Recording was stopped to do this damn 64. Is that 64?
It is. We knew that,
gigabyte.
though.
Actually, I got to find that 32 gigabyte. I'll be around here somewhere.
I know where I stopped, so...
Insufficient write speed.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
All I really want is for the competitors on 205 Live to have an opportunity to achieve greater success on the main roster.
Yeah.
Just the opportunity.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
I just like that. You know what? Here's my thing, though. Neville is doing everything in his power, and I think he's pretty successful at it so far, of establishing that 205 Live belt.
Oh, yeah.
As being something that people should be their ultimate prize, you know?
To a degree, I agree with you.
I don't think it has to be a stepping stone.
I don't think it has to be either, but say on 205 Live there is a competitor who manages through hard work and connection with the audience.
Okay, let me ask
to transcend that.
Let me ask something.
Shouldn't they have an opportunity to, or in some capacity, main event a pay-per-view, WrestleMania?
Okay, let me ask. That was sort of
if
that was kind of my question. Let me ask you something. Hush your mouth.
I know where you're going. That's why I'm just going to cut you off.
You don't know where I'm going. What if somebody comes in, all right? Or what if they bring a couple people in, and they get that belt so hot to the point that 205 Live is number 1 or 2 on the network ratings every week. The crowds are hot for the matches, and that belt main events a pay-per-view.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Would that be enough for you?
But that's not going to happen as long as the Universal title or the WWE, well, especially the Universal title's in the scene.
We've seen main events with the women's title.
Yeah, I know.
We've seen that happen.
But it's going to take a number of years for the show to get to that point. And yeah, if that happens, great. But I don't want.
If that happens, would you still feel like that should be a stepping stone belt?
I don't necessarily feel like it. I don't think it should be a stepping stone belt. I think that's how it's. It's not how it's viewed. I think Vince views the competitors on 205 Live as 205 Live competitors, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't think that should be the case. That's my point.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't want them to be limited by the fact that they're on 205 Live. I think they should be able to achieve success beyond whatever limitations are imposed on them by Vince McMahon. Whether, because I think in his mind, he just wants 205 Live on 205 Live with maybe a sprinkling of it on Raw, and that's it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's, for as incredibly talented as a lot of the wrestlers are on that show, I think those limits should not exist for him. That's my feeling. And if that means someone manages to elevate the Cruiserweight title to such an extent that it can main event a pay-per-view, fine.
You're such a mark for the belt.
No, it's not about the belt. It's about talents who I appreciate achieving maximum success. That's what I care about.
You think they're getting paid pretty good money?
Relative to what?
Relative to the...
I would suspect they're getting paid more on a more consistent basis.
They're getting paid more than NXT guys, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably. And on a more consistent basis than they probably were working in the indies.
Oh, for sure.
But relative to mid-carders on the main roster?
Kurt Hawkins.
Probably comparable.
Comparable to Kurt Hawkins? You've literally gone insane.
No, because Kurt Hawkins has a legacy on WWE before. He's been with the company before. Do you think Kurt Hawkins is making 6 figures?
Everybody's making 6 figures on main roster. Everybody's making 6 figures on 205 Live.
Was that the minimum?
I mean, from what we've seen, I think it's like 200 is like the minimum, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Something like that. I don't know. NXT, it's like 25,000.
Yeah, I know.
It's so weird.
I know. I don't know. It is strange. So anyways, circling back, that's just my point. I just want 205 Live talents to be able to achieve maximum success.
Yeah.
And not just be stuck on 205 Live and have Vince view that as if you're on 205 Live, the greatest success you can achieve is winning the Cruiserweight title. Mm-hmm. But the Cruiserweight title is like a pre-show belt in his mind.
Yeah, that's okay. That's sort of my thing, is that it all kind of depends on where the belt falls. Like, does the crowd pop for the belt? That's the thing, is like, does the crowd pop for the belt? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyways.
CM Punk finds it insulting. Is Corey Graves the next voice of WWE?
I think he is already.
He pretty much is. He's the only guy on both shows.
Yeah. The Fun Solved Mystery Robert Stack. No, wait. Renee Young's on both shows. Who on either the NXT or 205 Live roster could you see yourselves being booked to win against and it looking believable? So is there anybody on NXT or 205 Live that you think you could be booked to beat and make it look believable?
205 Live or
NXT?
NXT? I mean, I think I could believably beat up Enzo.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. I could probably believably beat up Drew Gulak. He's not a big dude.
No, I know, but I think what separates Enzo from everybody else is that it's obvious that he has no wrestling prowess.
Yeah.
Whereas Drew Gulak does.
Yeah, that's true.
He'd probably be able to twist you in all sorts of moves that would make you tap out instantly.
I won't let him. I'm too big for him. I'll lay
how
down on him.
How tall do you think he is? He seems taller. One of the taller cruiserweights. He's probably 5'10".
5'10". You think he's 5'10"?
Yeah, he's probably 5'10". He's probably pushing 200 pounds.
Yeah, I could beat him.
Mm-mm.
I'll put it this way, dude. I could be believably booked to
what
beat
about
him. I don't think I could beat Drew Gulak in an actual fight.
What about Noam Dar?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? You could crush him.
Yeah.
Give me a break on that one. Are you kidding me? One last question.
Yeah, Nicholas Grosskirth. Warning: potential Mae Young spoilers. Although I read ahead, not really. It seems like the arrival of the 4 Horsewomen, the UFC version, is not a matter of if, but when.
Yeah.
Would the arrival of the 4 Horsewomen kill Sonya Deville's character?
Yeah, I kind of posed that to you earlier.
They used the Shanna Baszler example.
Yeah.
I think the difference is if they do anything with the 4 Horsewomen, it's going to be on main, where Sonya Deville is going to be in NXT for a little while.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, say there's the 4-on-4 match at Survivor Series, UFC Horsewoman versus WWE Horsewoman, and then maybe Ronda Rousey has a match against Charlotte at WrestleMania. After that, I have a feeling that whole storyline is going to be done with.
Right, yeah.
At which point, Sonya Deville has nothing to worry about. I don't think she has much to worry about anyways, because she's not going to be sniffing the main roster around then.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah. There was this question here that we'll do and then we'll be done. Leviathan Bunny asks, in your opinion, what entrance has suffered the most with the current lack of pyro? Leviathan Bunny says, for me, it has to be Andrade.
In NXT, yeah.
I did not even know that he had pyro.
Yeah, he had sparks shooting up behind him.
Oh, when he does this?
Yeah.
He has the sparks.
No one's intro suffers
bug me.
more without pyro than Brock Lesnar. He does this and nothing happens.
Yeah, but now he makes his own sound effects.
That's not the same.
He goes, boom.
But he needs to do it. I mean, he needs to have the pyro.
Nah. I like it better. It's more pyro when he does it himself.
It's more pyro when he does it himself? No, he needs to have his pyro.
It's better when he does it himself.
Because
he looks like a big baby.
I in my mind, if Brock said, okay, this pyro is kind of important to me, I will pay for it. Do you think they would still do it? Because they still have to.
Yeah, of course.
He did not only cover the cost of the pyro, they had to cover the cost of the technicians who set up the pyro.
Yeah, Brock says, across the board, I'll pay for it.
Okay.
Pay for it all.
Then they should let him do it.
He would never do that. He would never, ever do that.
You don't know that.
He would put in his, how it would go down is he would put in his contract
that he needed pyro and the WWE would still pay for it. Yeah, I understand
exactly.
that. But considering the scenario is this contract's very negotiated.
Yeah. He has no leverage.
No. Not with John Jones.
Especially now, he's got zero leverage.
Yep.
Like if he had said, hey, dude, yeah, we're getting rid of pyro. It's just, we're trying to cut costs. Obviously, Brock was like, what the hell do I care? If he had said, hold on a second, I love pyro. I think it's great.
No, he says, hold on a second. I love my pyro. It's not going anywhere.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't care about anybody else's pyro.
Yeah.
I want my pyro. Alex C says AJ Styles' pyro was really crucial to his entrance.
Oh,
that doesn't bother me as much.
Yeah.
It's just because Brock does this and there's no sound with it.
They could just make a sound in his music for like a beat.
Like have someone say, burn it down!
Yeah, have one guy with a Elgato Stream Deck right here and just go like when he does this, go boom, and then a big sound.
Moon.
Yeah,
I know, some cartoon sound effect.
Cartoon
or a
sound.
Fart noise.
that would be the best. That's what you really want.
Dun dun dun.
Riot
dun,
explosive fart sound. Yeah,
there you go. That's what it is. All right. On that note, let's.
That's a great note to end on.
Let's say bye.
Yeah. Anyways, till next time. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Oh goodness.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm hungry again.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I had some
fascinating. Oh, the Bollywood. But Julian Morris mentioned the Bollywood boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can beat them up.
I have it was chickpea pasta.
Chickpea pasta.
So I want the added protein and fiber. Just didn't fill me up like pasta doesn't ever. That's a good question. There at the bottom, how far along would 205 Live be right now if WWE successfully signed Zack Sabre Jr. and Kota Ibushi?
I don't have faith that it would be. I kind of don't.
I mean, I think it'd be like even more enjoyable than it already is.
Zack Sabre Jr. has grown so much over the past year, like since then.
Yeah.
I mean, look, honestly, in my own eyes, maybe he was doing this kind of stuff like that he's doing now, but I just feel like he's gotten since New Japan, he's gotten a lot more recognition. Mm-hmm. His profile, I think, has been raised a lot higher than it would have been if he was on 205 Live. So
this is a good question. Patrick Oliva, power rank the top 5 wrestlers Regal was recruiting Ebola.
Oh, I didn't know Regal was Ebola.
I didn't know that either. Let's take out anybody that we know is under contract. or is not available.
Yeah, so Donovan Dijak isn't there. Oh, he's already signed.
Yeah, he already signed.
Okay.
So like Ricochet, he can't wrestle anywhere until next year.
What about Keith Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Keith Lee?
Sammy Guevara.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's not signed with Impact, right?
I don't think anybody's actually signed with Impact.
Well, if they're smart, they wouldn't sign a contract. Because he put on a really good match. I don't think Pentagon Jr. signed with anybody, but he's still in the same Lucha Underground thing as Ricochet. Same with Phoenix. Phoenix is so fast.
Oh, I know. Let me ask you something.
What?
Tony Nese. Where's Tony Nese's friggin' Twitter? Oh, there it is. I tried to put in Tony Nese. He said something about... because Patrick Sparks mentioned his Tony Nese on Twitter. He said, sorry, folks, they haven't created a game engine powerful enough to render a body like mine yet. That was his response, not being on 2K18. That's bollocks. I want my Tony Nese.
I know. That would be a great entrance. Kenny Omega's under contract. We can't put him in the list.
Can't be on the list. You think Regal saw anything in Walter?
Maybe.
I have something in mind for Walter. We shave his head, make him a giant baby. He's a totally destructive baby.
He walks around and stomps on things. He's a giant baby.
He cries and throws a fit when he doesn't get his way. When somebody doesn't lay down.
Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, Jeff Cobb. Mark Haskins. Oh my. We don't need CM Punk anymore.
We have CM Punk now.
CM Punk. We'll call him. What would Mark Haskins' CM Punk name gimmick be?
CM Mark.
C Mark Punk.
Yeah. Where's he? It'd be great if he was like from Cambridge or something. So still be CM. It'd be Cambridge Mark.
Cambridge Mark Punk. That'd be great.
Oh, he's from Farringdon. But whatever. Kayfabe, he's from Cambridge.
From Cambridge Mark Punk.
He'd still be CM Punk. It'd be like a fake Diesel, fake Razor Ramon thing.
Except he looks way more like CM Punk than they ever did Diesel or Razor Ramon.
Oh, I know.
Oh my. We have ourselves.
All right, next question.
Oh, wait, really? Eddie Menivar. Aiden English had no chest hair. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I didn't notice that either.
He's the most normal looking dude. What can you do with that guy's hair or lack thereof to make him look like cooler?
Nothing.
I love how he looks though.
You're right, Carlos. The Spanish Fly by Cedric was the best thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
That match was great. What? Thayer Tabata said Finn and Ricochet look nearly identical? They don't look anything like each other. Do you think, Alex C., do you think if the injury didn't happen, this was the plan for Asuka? I do, actually.
The injury might have hastened the plan, but yeah, I think the plan all along was probably for her to vacate the belt.
Yeah, it could be.
They probably just thought, okay, well, she's going to be on the shelf for 2 months. It's just kind of perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Vacate the title. She can heal up. Patrick Sparks, Power Rank Kayfabe Birthplaces. Parts Unknown, he says, is number 1.
What was the Sid one? Something like Wherever I Damn Well Please or something like that. Or somebody was Wherever I Damn Well Please.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We were watching a Going in Raw view, and it was the only thing I remember about was somebody had a really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was what's his name? Was it Max Payne? He is
Where is he from?
He's in WCW.
Yeah, no. I remember. What was he built from? Built from the State of Euphoria.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, State of Euphoria was good. I have a question for people. So we might do a count out this week of the top 10 NXT superstars ever, but only taking into consideration their time in NXT. I don't want to be this thing of the people like that would be we already did an episode on best NXT call-ups. I don't want to do that. I want people who had the most significant legacy in NXT.
Legacy.
So we have the obvious: Asuka, Finn, Nakamura, Paige,
They don't look anything alike.
No, they don't look anything alike. I know.
They don't look anything alike.
But that's one of the people's
They have
suggestions.
like different shaped heads. Their eyes are completely different. Finn has very red lips. Their noses are different. I think you're not gonna win this particular argument right there.
Because we haven't really talked about this NXT list at all.
Can we get a video of you guys playing Mario Kart 64? Charlotte, best NXT champion.
She's on the short list.
Who's the top women's NXT champ that isn't Asuka? Bailey, right?
Number
it's gotta be
days.
Bailey.
I think it's Charlotte.
No, I'm not talking about number of days. Is that what we're going by?
Well, not necessarily, but that should be one of the criteria.
Who's the top out of the 4 horsewomen? I'd say Bailey.
Yeah,
Bailey's
NXT
like
probably,
top
yeah.
NXT.
Yeah. Kevin McMillan, Bo Dallas will probably be on there.
Hey, so are you going to come onto my channel and play Mario Kart 64 on my channel? You're not going to play me in Mario Kart 64 for a video?
Only if you want to lose.
I'm fine with that. I'll put you over on my
Do the
channel.
job.
I'll put you over on my channel. The Shield. Nah. Because the Shield was
They were barely in NXT.
They debuted on Main. I mean, Seth Rollins could be considered.
No, they did some stuff in NXT.
Oh, they did some stuff, but after they had already debuted on main roster. At that point, you're just sort of lame ducking. Yeah, Sammy's on there. Sammy's got to be on there. His story was pretty epic.
Yeah. He's on the short list.
Revival in there?
Short list too.
Yeah.
You got some hard decisions to make once we get past.
Hey, you know who should be on there? DIY should be on there. Because they're strictly an NXT thing. Revival came up, AOP did. I kind of like that too.
Got a lot of hard decisions to make here.
A lot of hard decisions.
Look, the Ascension's on there right now.
Oh, that's a good... No, hey, that's legit.
Yeah, they were tag champs for almost a year.
That's legit.
Might as well just call it a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Paige is on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now, she's number 4.
Wow. When is the drunk stream? Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon. We should... You know what would be great? We should... If we ever... I'll tell you, this is the only condition I'll ever do a drunk stream. I'll tell you this right now. Is if you come over, and it'll probably never happen, if we did a GFW pay-per-view, an Impact Wrestling pay-per-view.
Yeah, I would need to get drunk to watch
drunk stream. Because that'd be hilarious.
I know. It's gonna be hard getting this list down to 10.
Adam Cole. Is he on the list?
You ain't had a match, man.
Yeah.
TGX wants to know if Asuka's already had a Hall of Fame level career.
Yes.
Steve says yes.
What do you say?
Sure.
You gotta say yes.
All right, fine, yes. Steve,
Why does it say green?
is it not?
Oh, what did it start that way? Really?
Yeah, has never.
Oh, I thought you said yellow.
Nope, never said that.
Oh, you said the word yellow. Maybe you were just saying, is it going to be green or yellow?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Get this NXT one up and see if we get another green. We'll have 2 good days in a row.
That'd be nice.
It'd be nice. Is Regal eligible for the list? No.
Regal is great though.
Regal is great. He's like the best.
Julian Moore still wants joy of ribbing.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come on my channel and make some ribs, feel free.
What's the lifespan of a channel on YouTube where all I would do is make ribs? Try different approaches, different strategies, different ways of cooking ribs.
Technically, it's as long as the videos are available as the lifespan.
Well, I mean, in terms of it being viable.
I'm not sure it would actually be viable in the first place. So either a lot or a little.
Yes, Patrick Sparks got your video question. Just about to start listening to it. We started.
Man, a bunch of wrestling people are getting hit on YouTube.
With what?
Yellow demonetization stuff. Chris Danker tweeted out that a slew of his videos got hit, and then Gore and Perkins. They got.
Is
hit
this recent?
too.
Is today?
Today. 2 hours ago, from Gore and Perkins. YouTube finally updated for us, and it's as confusing as ever. The Rumble 2K18 Universe Mode Rumble Part 1 got hit. Rumble Part 2 did not. He says, after today's YouTube BS,
Thank you, Jack Dolan.
We're going to be toning down our WWE content over the next few months.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, Carlo, if you want to resend your video question, feel free. You'll probably start shooting half hour for the debate show.
Patrick Sparks, we did get your
Yeah, we
video
got
question. Wait, what?
I heard about that, yeah.
Osprey and Ticking Time Bomb's Twitter exchange where Hiromu kept calling Osprey a cat. Oh, that's great. And Japanese fans were meowing at Osprey last night.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That's pretty funny.
That's fantastic.
What's the first match we'll play in WWE 2K18?
What a great question. Oh my God, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
We just make people?
Is that what we did the first thing last time?
No, first thing we did. No, last year. No.
What?
Because we went to that thing and I had to find a place to park, and so you got a station and started playing while I was looking for a place to park.
Not ideal.
And then when I got there, then we made Son of Power lunch.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
So we'll probably do something similar. All right, I'm hungry.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, thanks for tuning in. That's our last live stream of the week.
Yes.
Until next time, talk to you guys later.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Oh, that's a great idea. Thayer Thabata, will you guys call your 2K18 show Going In Caw?
Oh, that's good.
That is good.
Pretty good idea.
That's good.